Mr. Ibrahim, can you tell us in few words the reason of your presence at this second edition in Marrakesh of the World Policy?
Yeah, it is very important really to get involved in this dialogue about the issue of governance, global governance, and we are working really full time on the issue of governance in Africa. We are focused on the political governance, and we define governance as what governments need to deliver to their population, either directly or through the private sector. So we measure education, we measure health, economics, human rights, transparency, rule of law, etc. And we publish that in our index for every African country, 88 parameters. We also have the prize for the presidents who come and really transform the country, etc. So our foundation is an African foundation focusing on the public governance in Africa. But at the same time, we have interest in the international governance as well, because we cannot really enforce or help enforce transparency in Africa unless we can also have good governance, for example, in the private sector in the West. So, you know, crime of corruption, for example, it needs two actors. One of them is a politician and the other is a businessman. So the private sector also needs to clean up its act. And we demand good governance really from everybody. And so that's the right place to be here to debate this with our friends here who are interested in public policy and who are also, we have chief executive of many international companies, and we need to have that dialogue with them.
And here in Marrakesh, it's a good way to advance this dialogue?
Anywhere, frankly, to have this dialogue is good enough. It is nice, of course, to be in Marrakesh because it's such a beautiful place, such a wonderful weather. So that is an added bonus.
But I was meaning it's a big meeting, but in a way it's also a major meeting where the people could meet easily.
Location-wise, you mean?
Here.
Yes, it's location-wise easy because we have people from the United States, we have people from Europe, we have people from Africa, people from India. So it is a central, reasonable place to eat, and as I said, to meet, and as I said, it is also a nice location, which helps.
And this year you will give your prize? Because I heard that some year you give the prize, some year you don't give the prize.
Right, I really don't give any prizes. There is a prize committee which has very distinguished people in that committee. It has 3 Nobel Prize winners. It has 4 ex-heads of states and prime ministers. Very credible committee. I'm not a member of the committee because we have to exercise good governance ourselves. We demand that from other people. So decision of the committee is not to offer a prize this year. We have, in the last 4 years, we had 3 winners. We had President Mandela, we had President Chissano from Mozambique, and President Mogai from Botswana. People who transformed their countries. We don't expect to find such high quality leaders who really transfer their countries every single year. And that's understandable. And I'm quite happy to offer this to, you know, you can advise me if you think there is a European leader who deserves this prize. Tell me one.
Thank you very much.
Okay, thanks.